pretty solid. Basically, how you deal with that if you're Timber is you don't go for your reactive armor at all. You just max out Timber Chain and the first spell, and you just try to the Batrider whenever he's trying to go for you. Also, lower cooldown allows you to escape from him easier. But, yeah, LTW will be the perfect.
But we've seen that with Timbers in general, right? They've kind of shifted away from early points into reactive armor, so you can actually kill. All right, looks
Let
like
the battle commence.
And it looks like Venge will be mid again.
It falls to me to inform you that this one is in the bag.
Places, everyone.
But we didn't talk too much about Venge. And Venge, that last series versus Secret, Bait played it on offlane. But it's mostly played on mid right now. And it looks like it's played versus Viper mid.
According to the forecast, this one is in the bag.
Right? I don't think that's the lane you're going into as Venge going, I could probably
ride.
Most lanes in which I have seen Venge go to were like that.
On track.
I can't really win the lane, but I'll do well enough, and with the Wave of Terror you can actually farm the side
forward pet.
Easily. And eventually you do quite a lot because of your aura and the minus armor. So you contribute to the team a lot later on. The problem is, both Spectre
30 seconds to showtime.
and Vengeful suffer versus this Viper quite heavily, quite a lot. That Nether Toxin is going to hurt both of them.
No, most definitely. I guess also maybe one of the positive upsides is if you do get a slight lead as that Venge in the mid lane, Viper hates it.
Good idea.
So that's the way you can deal with them, right? Because it's all about that magic resistance that we've seen previously. We'll see how this one goes down. It's kind of interesting to watch.
The game is on.
Clearly takes so long to kind of discuss what they want to do with their heroes.
Our
I know
time
there's
is
been
at
kind of
hand.
discussions before about maybe making that phase blind.
Good idea.
Radiant on one side, Dire on the other.
And advice, right? Because then you can try and adjust your hits to whichever lanes and hero matchups will work better.
I completely agree with most of pro players and casters that are calling that out. But then again, you know,
since you command
get the team with players that can play every lane. You know, at least 4 players that can play any lane. And then you have the next level Vikings.
Forward by bound.
We have seen that kind of evolution, right? I think the tournament OG was probably the one that's been seen doing the most damage, whether it's Optin and Sumail.
One thing that you have to keep in mind is that most of us casters, we aren't playing the game as much as we used, analysts even, we aren't playing as much as we used, right? Like when we were in pro teams and whatnot. And because of that, we're a little bit out of touch. No matter how
on the prowl.
We're a little bit out of touch with the scrims.
My Fleet Strider's tracks run red.
Played each other, kinda know what's about to happen. So they can predict, even with the switches, they can predict where everyone is going.
Leap forward.
That's true. I guess my point would be that from having those flexible players.
Good idea.
You can potentially get screwed by your own stuff.
Yeah, but you can see actually it's happening a little bit here. Charlie is going offlane together with Saberlight. But most likely what will happen is Saberlight will go top very soon.
Fair warning,
this is
your
this
tech
is very
has
peculiar.
arrived.
Both of them are starting bottom because their cores, this should be... Are they doing it? Is Era... No, because Era has
Orb of Venom. Look at Rezo. Like, Rezo hasn't even...
As
you're just standing mid waiting to see them make a choice. So, because they're just willing to sit here, that's going to kind of backfire a lot.
Yeah, but he runs here and he runs into the Batrider. I guess Batrider has to stay and Spectre has to leave. Right? That should be the case.
On track.
But if Spectre leaves, then Timbersaw also TPs and follows through.
That's the problem they've now got themselves.
Good idea.
Yeah, unless Charlie runs stop.
Yes.
But that's a very long run.
Tuck your tail and run,
okay, that'll speed him up a bit. But he's going to go for the TP and that should just force the response. I guess the only problem you have is when trying to do this against VP, they're the ones that make profit. So to a degree, they can kind of be ahead of you with the TP.
On the prowl.
They're doing that right now with normal.
That's mine.
Prophet did go bottom.
Whimper,
I think this is how the lanes should settle for a little while at least. But how big is that advantage? I'm not sure because you do have Chen as well. So on one side you have Prophet, on the other you have Chen. Chen, however, has
Perfect.
That'll be a hit.
And of course, the catch is he has to go to the lane and then bring that person in, whereas the Prophet is kind of freely able to move around the map himself. Mid, however,
Prophet
hasn't switched up, and it's already going as we expected.
Forward by bounds.
And it's not like this Vengeful is going to reach some big power spike in which he starts doing
To the
better.
battle.
It's not like that. The best thing that will happen for Supreme is when he starts farming the side camp. They kind of scale the same. Raid bans on Viper, raid bans on Vengeful.
Agreed.
But the sad reality is the difference is at level 6, right? Where
Leap
Viper then all of
forward.
a sudden has kill potential, but Avenge is level 6. Your ultimate isn't going to change what will happen.
Good idea.
Yeah,
he's
like he
supposed
just
to
had
TP.
TP.
The Radiant's courier didn't make it.
Now for Supreme, because
On
he
track.
does not have boots or anything. He's forced to run back down mid. That hurts.
No, it definitely does. I mean, he couldn't back away to use the salve. That was the problem. There's just too many stacks to slow once you have level 2 poison attack. And that means that he's probably going to be a whole level behind.
Somebody iced the Dire's courier.
So usually what happens, how Thompson deals
Since
with
you
this
command
is
it.
the Wave of Terror is the side camp and farms the augurs or whoever, whatever.
On the
creep is
prowl.
there, whatever creep camp is there. And I think it's a nice solution. Basically, if you're playing versus
Good
Viper, you
idea.
don't want to be laning versus him anyways.
Yeah, usually the way we see Vipers being dealt with is later on you rotate heroes, you overwhelm the killer. I guess there's the potential
Dire's
for that,
courier
right? Like, you
took a
have
trip
done-
to the
you
old
have that
family
Chen
farm.
army that maybe gangplank.
Yeah, later on, maybe when once
As
you
you
hit
will
level
it.
6 and you are 6, you can swap into some Chen army, like you just said.
Forward
There
by
are
bounds.
on an IP side. That Rider is also good a bit later on. But there's
To the
nothing
battle.
you can do until you get those levels.
What's also the Pango, right? If you get 6 on Pango, then rotations on Vipers are pretty easy because it is one of the slower heroes in the game, if not slowest.
Yeah, Charlie on the bottom
Yes.
lane again, and he is going for the Necros, it looks like. Why he's on the bottom lane is because ILTW used his TP back and then he TP'd to the lane. So they abused that cooldown of his a little bit.
Forward,
He
pet.
does have them available again, so if they want to switch it up, they could.
Top lane.
Ten was made top, and now starts to be turned on as a result.
We
The
ride.
slow's coming out from Arrow, that's finally going to be a first blood, and it goes the way of it.
The tip as well. He was really,
Forward
really
by
close
bounds.
at having 5 Shadow Poison stacks in Saberlight. Sadly for him, he didn't manage to get all of them out. And that just turns.
Now we might see a lot of room control coming out from Ninjas and Bronx. You can already see they've got the Pango top. They've got Get Ball. Eric might be able to get the other swashbuckle if he's feeling great. It looks like they'll play
That is
every room
ours.
going the way of Ninjas and Pajamas.
Attack.
Yeah, that's pretty good. They didn't pick that last one up, right, on their side of the triangle. But
Agreed.
probably should go their way. Supreme is
Evil curse.
2 levels.
Doesn't run
That
from
well
death.
felt the
Since
similar
you
story,
command it.
700 gold behind.
And now he's going to be further behind. You can see him moving forward.
dead.
He held the point, and then he finally
Good
invests
idea.
it. Gets the kill after he TPs.
He's dead. That was a very interesting TP because you can see that
We
he's dead,
ride.
even with it. Maybe
It's the moment he comes up on the high ground, right? You're like, yep, you're going to die at this stage.
Yes.
Either you TP before he's on the high ground or not.
maybe he was trying to see if Viper stops attacking. You know, maybe Viper doesn't see it as well and thinks, okay, I'm not killing him, and lets him TP out. That was possible too, but it's no one, man. If he sees the,
If you show
right
weakness-
Not a
map,
penny
yeah.
wasted. As you will it.
And he's looking to exploit their weakness. He's on his way towards an A+ already. Pretty damn good in this game
On
against
the
the Spectre,
prowl.
the Pango, every hero, really.
And it's also their catch is very limited.
Leap
That's why
forward.
Atos is good versus NIP. I would say that why is it good for Virtus Pro? And that's
On
because
track.
their catches, their stuns
Radiant's toughened up their structures. Your top tower's hurting.
That's really not it. That won't help you quick.
Yeah, Sprout's not going to help either, right? Like,
to the back.
That top tower of yours ain't doing so good.
But they decided to have Arrow just leech mid. Probably a better move, right? Because in fairness to these pajamas, like full darkness. So if you look at their heroes, they get 6, Lasso, Squawks, Horde, Rolling Thunder. These are
forward, pet.
Yeah, just try and delay as much as possible. Get Supreme back online. Top lane.
Leap forward.
And Timber's gonna go down. The disruption didn't save the day, and Saberlight would just go for cheap TP away. It'll fail. What is it with people trying to
yeah, they probably had the same discussion, and they said that they have absolutely no ways of blocking these, no stuns. They can still kill you though.
Forward, pet.
That's true. That's why Macari built Daedalus as a Divine Rapist instead of Ashes.
On the prowl.
Identify if they just have enough damage, alright, you don't need CC.
As long as you hit harder, that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's like, you know the sniper in your lineup that doesn't build a single defensive item? That guy.
As you will it.
Wait, what do you mean defensive? You were going for Aghanims, right? Aghanims.
Well, true, but if he's a core sniper, you know the ones, they build like Daedalus, MKB, like, wouldn't a Hurricane Pike be nice this game, buddy, or BKB?
There are no games in which core staff is a good sniper. Every game, whenever you play,
on track.
You just need that mobility. There's a good smoke coming from this approach. Charlie might be caught here.
Haunt's gonna be used, and he will not look to initiate with it. Instead, he's just fighting for Nico. Don't know you, bud.
Strength. Run like the dogs you are.
That's pretty good haunt usage from him. Because obviously you want to use it aggressively, but if you break a smoke and you get out,
I'll take that.
He has these necros completed now. He wants to use them immediately to keep them
since you command it
every single second of the game, because it's going to maximize his farming.
To the battle.
Triple stack here. That's kind of hard.
Yeah, that is true. We sometimes forget we have to look at Necronomicon now the same way we looked at Midas. Alright? If it's not cooldown, it's not being
forward
used,
by bounds.
you have failed your duty.
This reward
denied.
He ate so much expectation. And he
good
lost
idea.
Necro. So for 30 seconds, he won't have that. 37 seconds left remaining. But
good idea.
Era is looking like he's gone here. He hasn't got the time to move away. Or has he? The Disarm comes out just in time with the LCW. They'll still clean up Batrider, but RNG has blessed Era. He will live to fight another day.
Don't you hate being in dark? Every time.
No, because I play Pango a lot. So.
Die, Mongo.
I enjoy disarming people.
Yeah, you love the RNG, I know.
No, you know it is, Liz, right?
Good
like,
idea.
don't you hate being netted by Meepo? And you go, no, I love playing.
I hate being netted by Meepo when I'm playing.
Like
you pick it all the time.
When I'm playing against it. And that's not RNG. You actually have to hit them. Same thing.
Scatter while you can.
You know, he hit him a lot of times, right? He squash busted it. He clicked him through the trees. I don't know how he handled around the back.
almost feel bad for your top tower.
So.
Hate to say it.
Wasn't nice.
Do you ever just go against, you know, like the
You have
lane
learned nothing.
Do you ever just do that as a Pango and
Tuck
pass
your
out
tail
disarm
and
you
run,
just
you
really
mutt.
don't like it?
Best thing.
There's a little smile on your face every
Since
time.
you command
You're
it.
like, yep, he hates me right now.
I almost feel bad.
Pubs are mostly about the mind games.
That is true.
Yes.
Your bottom tower ain't long
They've
for
gone
this
too far.
world.
No one did dive deep, and they're going to try and punish him. They push him back. The last is going to come out, but the winner's
Forward
curse going to
by
be used.
bounds.
Well, that right click is going to work, but on the Batrider instead, the wrong thunder through. Nice disruption out from that. We'll save him for the first bounce.
It's
No
done.
one. Still alive for the moment. They're going to turn around. The close is thrown out. Supreme is still on health.
Dire
Away.
winning
However,
fortified
Panic doesn't keep him up for
structures.
the moment, but he will be purged and killed off in the end.
Toward victory.
They're meaning to smash that bottom tower here.
Good.
Heavy,
Live in his dead.
ain't it?
To the battle.
Pretty solid fight by NIP. I actually thought it might go
Hate to be your mid tower right about now.
Because of that intersperse. It just does so much for
Such
VP, but,
power is ours.
yeah, they did lose 3-4. So
As you will.
I guess it's kind of evenish. As long for NIP, as long as Spectre isn't dying right now, they're fine. They're happy. That's all they're about. We can fight this 4, and Spectre can join in with the help.
Good idea.
As long as Charlie's farming and not dying.
An easy
that's
shot.
fine.
Yeah, and on the flip side, who's
Agreed.
farming VP? It's really just Rezo who wasn't there. Right, he's always... There's not an
Might want to check your bottom
You actually
tower.
want to fight around him at this stage of the game, if you're VP.
Forward, pet.
The other fella's aiming to wreck your bottom tower.
Yeah, so a lot of utility is going to be coming from his side.
Die, mongrel.
I think the mech might be completed on Chen. Well, yeah, he just bought the recipe. Right
On
now.
track.
It's fair that Timber is kind of prioritizing this VP. Like we expect from a
On
Chen,
the
right?
prowl.
Typically from a Timber, we think the Timber right now, the Spectre's online, relying on the first kick to take
Leap
the top.
forward.
Lasso, swap's done, and they need to get the first kill. They can't trade even straight away.
Your top tower's hurting.
The thing is, this last one isn't that great, this game. So Saberlight shouldn't have an easy time, and so far he didn't have an easy time.
Forward by
Picking
bounds.
people out, because he's playing versus a Wyvern and the Shadow Demon support. These two heroes already can mess up your initiation quite hard.
Ooh, they're gonna mess up some heroes possibly.
Right,
Oh,
like
good
the dogs
smoke
you
action.
are.
Purge comes down to Arrow straight away. Yes, the wrong finder there, and the Wind Curse does go down to Supreme. Arrow just wants to help, but it looks like the
Tower
army is
before
going off
us.
Supreme. Nice mech kill
We
for the next
ride
time.
in
Solo
perfect
stuck on the high
union.
ground would be brought down with Horn in. Just let him be able to get the kill and chase forward.
For that hunt.
Point top Messiah, trying to escape through now. CW right to even up the fight a little bit. Bat Rider, still very tanky. They use the Viper Thrust. The last is going to come out. He knows he's going to die. No matter how much damage you can do as they bring down Sight. Rezo, aggressively probably get
doing
killed
too well.
Supreme as well with the assistance of no one. No one, however, does get disarmed. Nice big one, keep him healthy. However, that's not going to keep that wave for long as they jump back in. They get the kill. They'll look to move away, but Pangolin will die as a result of a Charlie. He comes out a little bit rich from that one. Got some big kills.
Yeah, he has 1,100 now, 200 even.
On
Pops
track.
for Nettles and continues farming. Soneko, yeah, he's fine. So, overall,
Forward.
you're not happy.
That was old.
It's not the best trade
The
ever,
prize is mine.
but your Spectre is joining these fights, getting all the
Yes.
kills and getting a lot of experience.
Definitely. As a key point to strike, right? I think, like, you look at the Viper and how close he's to survive that. Imagine that fight 3 minutes from now when we're talking to TSU Newsline. Like, imagine he has Nest. It's a very hard kill to achieve once you get bloated up with those new.
Fair warning. Your death has arrived.
They're doing a really good job at actually taking him down. You could see Supreme also lives with the sliver of
We
his
ride.
HP. He almost died there too. That Winter's Curse has doing a lot of work.
Yeah, the Chen army.
Nothing left of the other fella's mid
Well, they won't
tower.
work against them for 30 seconds. It doesn't exist.
Saberlight, yeah,
He's getting
seconds.
They
10
could,
seconds now.
if they catch him with the Purge, though, Saberlight could very easily be the one to die. So he needs to be careful. Realize.
No breaking down radiant structures like this.
The future is really far away from him
Shadows,
as well.
take us.
I think he's
Stop.
because he does have boots of travel.
To the battle.
Any point he's needed.
Speaking of farming, RCW still staying ahead of the pack. Top of network shot.
Stop.
Almost faster than Yoni as well. At this stage of the game, probably nice to get, especially against the Chen lineup.
Good idea.
Right, he's gonna use
The other
one
fella's
each,
bottom
right?
tower's
Stick on
gone
the-
for good.
The Viper, and then you just watch him evaporate the entire
As you
group.
will it.
It's pretty solid on him as well. What about Spec?
Nothing about
Since
Spec,
you
nothing
command
about
it.
Dylan.
Your top
He
tower's
was
getting all
hunting that
banged up.
Wildwing Ripper.
Yeah, he's like, that's my goal.
Leap
You can't have
forward.
it.
He had a contract to Atos and neutral creep, so
Of
nothing wrong
course.
there.
Has anyone believed you when you've explained it to him like that? That there is actually a contract that does that?
Scatter while you can.
People
Your
believe.
top tower's
Then
in
they
trouble.
report
So
that
much
they
for your
believe
top
themselves.
tower.
On
They
the
do
prowl.
research and come back and just get...
Stop.
Alright, well, the because
Good
that
idea.
Spectre gets them to fight another day or farm another day.
Out
It's
of
getting ever closer to that
Have
sacred
fun
relic.
trying to bust down radiant structures
If
now.
that happens, Pango in the bot lane will be dove and killed off. And that should secure a push in.
Good
Well,
idea.
it's a tier 2. It's still far away, and you can see Supreme's already getting ready to cut the wave.
So this is a pretty solid
Yes.
game for Spectre, but you are playing versus Viper. And you have to be very cautious
Leap
how you
forward.
join these fights, even when you get the Radiance. I don't think that Radiance is really
I'm under attack.
Well, he has got Radiance. He's forced to use the Horn to come in and fire up against RTW. The Wind's Curse is going to go out. The damage is already done and the Prophet's dead. Now Sableye will give his life, but he's happy with that exchange. He's going to hit the squad.
Their mid tower's in a bit of a bind.
We have mech. They have God there.
Good idea.
Yeah, some mana was lacking from Snake. I guess he used Penguins before.
Since you
I'm
command
surprised
it.
they didn't manage to save the bat.
It's tough to get him out of that stage as well, right?
Cringe you curse.
A level 1 hand card won't be enough.
We ride.
So the Spectre is
Stop.
You've done better to clothe yourself in knowledge. For all the
To
good
the
your
battle.
scraps of armor did you.
The other fella's bottom tower. Nothing but fragments
Forward by
now.
bow.
Disruptions
As you
will
will it.
give Radiance to Virtus Pro as well. So what you really do is after the Radiance is a big heavy. Once you have that, you have pretty solid chances of winning team fights.
It's a matter of weathering storm, because when you look on the side of VP, we've just seen how vulnerable the Nature's Prophet is, even when he's ahead, and
Allies
Viper is half the hero, but there is a kind of curve-off point where he starts to
On the prowl.
it's harder to realize in this game because Spectre is unlikely
On
to be
track.
So Viper is that, but this Viper isn't your utility build.
Agreed.
The other fella's top tower had an accident.
Things come out, the rest of the ninjas looking to retreat to the tree line, TP out. Charlie got the
Yellow light dawns.
and they are hunting. Well, there goes his Gloria. And now they know he's dead.
Radiant structures must have been
They did.
fortified.
They'll probably give up. Nah, they will
Forward
give
by
up.
bow.
Look at the
They're
miss.
playing though.
Rezo. Not the easiest kill, but they're making it look easy. They just melt through the Timber Storm and bring him down.
Since you command it.
And he's
The
moving
prize
away.
is mine.
There it is, just swap back into the burn.
Arcane power.
Actually, love the view.
Whimper dogs.
He's all about skill. He understands the Viper can't go for anything like that, so he does.
On the prowl.
He goes for Greaves into the hood. Greaves are good versus everyone.
To the battle.
Well, LCW is going to fight up against this, but he makes it. Gets rid of the creatures in time. It kills the Necro, and Charlie is low. LCW will live and just TP out in time. Nera cannot assist.
Yeah, but
Nera might die
no
as
one
well. Exactly. We're moving in. He's trying to swashbuckle away. If they can get another slow, they can get the kill, but he may just be quick enough to make his escape here. The 5th poison will not land, and that would have been enough to kill him.
Yeah, the 5th one would have killed him for sure. Manages to get out. He's about to finish his vessel as well. That's a big item for them. So it's so good versus Viper, but it's obviously most important so.
Yeah, it's a bit tough to use for Clone because he has the Guardian Greaves now. The only other thing he's maybe worried about merging is multiple City Napalm. With just mounting Napalm himself. Turning against him a little here, and he might just have
Good
to hurry
idea.
up this. Last two goes to kill him. The final bit more time means they might get punished potentially. When the blast.
Leap
Stabilize.
forward.
Firefly has ran out.
He's living. There is
He's
Nera
TP
coming.
at this point. Actually, they're going to turn around right now. Tough for Arrow.
Cringe you curse.
Sneaks in a kill on the solo. Makes it look so goddamn easy. We'll just swashbuckle away as if it never even happened.
Agreed.
Dire's mid tower won't last.
He actually could have continued hitting Zaz there, but he wasn't sure.
Invisibility.
Your mid tower needs a little help.
Oh, the horn away.
Can't do nothing
Someone's gonna
about
get
dire
killed and
structures
live.
right now.
He gets a kill. Not only does he live, but he goes on top of Zayat.
The Radiant's courier's a goner.
He doesn't even...
Good idea.
I don't think he doesn't even get hit on right. Like, he perfectly dodged that, goes up, and then gets a freebie, basically, at that stage. And now they're perfectly positioned to push in on the team on top.
Your top tower's in trouble.
You know, he's opening this game and he's setting everything up.
Not a penny wasted.
Charles,
On track.
4,000 gold. That's relic. Yeah, the courier is going to the side shop.
Of course.
Trying to watch for a sniper, but they're finding the wrong story. Actually, avenge one. Still would have been
I'm not ready.
Almost has the man probably now.
Perfect.
And they might try and punish Chen here. No one moves
Forward,
in.
pet.
Just get over here. Chen will try and walk it off. He could just go for the TP. We'll realize it by now.
Agreed.
So I think Solo could have caught him there. He had the Winter's Curse, and there was a catapult right there next to the Chen. I'm not 100% sure the range, but he was close enough.
This grows interest. On
Chen
track.
attacked it, so maybe it was a possible play, but maybe it's not worth it in his eyes. Maybe it's just
On the prowl.
save it for another fight.
Yeah, that. Like, maybe if you catch the Chen army as well, but I think they'd already broken further
Scatter
away.
while you can.
Just trying to look for that optimal target. Like, if you can find Spain, Bat, or the Spectre, maybe in the Pangolier, because then you don't have to worry about the big team.
Yeah, Rezo is really tanky now. Essence really would have defined.
Good idea.
I don't think you end up on the timber anymore. But that's kind of the way the timber drafts work. Even when you've got the spirit vessel, really, it just doesn't feel like the skill you need. If anything, with BP draft, you need to snipe the supports, right? You've got the saves and the resets.
Since you command.
Wyvern and the
Oh, certainly, yeah. You want to kill the supports and profit first.
Run like a dog you are.
One of the other fellas mid-tower.
Good idea.
Close.
A mounted bow will always claim victories. Tower before us.
Players who can find
Looks like they'll be able to prove it again. This time we'll have to do TP. Press the button on the Atos. They'll kill off a Chen and follow
This
up
one's mine.
That might just be
Radiant's gone and fortified their
but
structures.
they need to be careful. Radiance is completed on Spectre. Pango is up to 5 seconds. Plus he has
As you will.
outpost TP too. And Pango is incredibly strong around it, together with the Veteran. I'm surprised they're not moving faster.
They might be paranoid, right?
Stop.
Rain
down
on
mine enemy.
have placed wards down, so they'll start thinking Pango's TPing in onto the outpost.
The other fella's lost to
Keep
mid-tower.
them away from the pit. Very dangerous. They might get inside. They're going to go for it right now. Eric trying to roll on in, but the BKB gets activated. The back straight. No one picks it up just in time, and they'll horn out. They realize that this is the fast of a fight, and they can't take it anymore. No one's still alive, and they're going to have to use solo to alive. The last two dragons got to need support. They need a sniper snipe, but Ninjas of Pajamas
to the battle.
Supports as well.
There's no BKBs on the side.
The prize is mine.
The universe grants
But you
my
don't have the
due.
lasso to work with, and because of that, I think they're backing out. And you're playing versus an Aegis, obviously.
Whimper dog.
Yeah, you saw that they wanted to try and very sneakily just take that Aegis away from no one, but it just wasn't possible.
AVP was clicking a little bit faster in that pit. You never know. You just try for that. Especially when a Pango,
As
your
you will
Pango is side stunning them as well. He had a small opportunity to pick it up.
Since you die,
Especially when I think it was the Prophet was just stunned at that point as well. Which optimally you want to put the Aegis or the Nature's Prophet. You already said he's the easy.
tuck your tail
You know
and
what's also
run,
crazy?
mutt.
Now no one attacks this situation.
Shadows take
Minutes
us.
ago, he queued up a BKB after
Forward,
finishing Yash,
pet.
because the game is a little bit safer for him with the BKB. But now when he gets that Aegis, he doesn't need the BKB.
Stop! Leap forward.
You really want the man
It just gives you more aggressive potential. Speed.
On the prowl.
Makes sense. Looks like they need to shrink this map quickly, but Ninja the Jump has done a good job of keeping bot lane pushed out, so they can't try and, you know, get at this tower. Maybe the easier one would be around top. You can already see the verse pro.
Triple kill!
Nipper explosion. However,
they're under vision, that's the problem. Not very good vision, so they go might die.
Instead of using Ron Thunder, this sees no point in it. This is the power of the Nature's Drop, but instantly he's like, wait, what? Top tower could be here. Okay, CP in, let's go.
It's really good that he didn't Rolling Thunder in. If he committed, oh, Supreme bottom lane.
He's trying to get out of this.
The Wind Ranger returns.
Yep, the purge and the poison wasn't enough.
I am not finished without you.
He's busy taking down towers. That's probably a better call. He's still chasing.
Stop!
Right, towers, they give up. He's going to look for more as they push into tier 3.
There's a video.
Of course.
Dangerous.
The thing is, he's a bit baited.
Evil stop!
Right. Up a little bit, give the bit today movement. The last one's going to go on and wipe straight away, but not going to anywhere near quick enough. He can actually run with it. Keep the Back Rider out of this, and now Rolling Thunder through. The Spectre already down to most of the damage, and now Supreme. He wonders why the hell he ever back this place. Taneko finally used that hand of God. He could not hit the button quick enough to save the life of the Spectre.
And you don't expect your Spectre to be dying that fast. What was that? He haunts in with the Radiance, instantly gets disrupted by Zayat. He uses Soul Catcher and another Toxin from Viper. Just make this hero a creep.
It absolutely destroyed him, and you could tell that the panic was setting in. Saberline, definitely both cores from Nip should be panicking right now, as they're going to turn it 1 into a 2 for 1 as they bring both down. Yeah, there's no way you can actually fight against them. They've maybe got one fight left when they're up. They haven't called GG just yet, but it feels that way.
You still have buybacks on your 2 core. Yeah, screw those buybacks. I don't want to play this game anymore.
My GPM already looks bad as it
Again,
is. What's the point of making all the plans? We're done here. Go game 2, VP take game 1.
Then
From Ninja the Jump.
I really think that it comes back and down to the draft team.
to the battle.
Their draft is solid, but not versus a Viper.
Double damage.
I'd much rather play against a Slark than versus a Viper that just
Forward
delays
by
your
bounds.
Spectre. And Spectre is already a very delayed hero. She has that Radiance before she fights most of the time.
On the prowl.
This game, even when you have that Radiance, you could see that he had it queued up, but far away.
Fair warning. Your death has arrived.
Panic setting in that final fight when you check Charlie after he died in Radiant. So, you know that moment you have this, but you mash every button and you're like, why am I dead? What has happened here?
It's not really just mashing any buttons, he's doing that.
Both teams biding their time.
So he doesn't get the Radiance himself. But now I'm wondering, maybe if they
Agree.
Stop! Maybe even if they committed into killing that
Leap
Viper, so
forward.
he doesn't have that Aegis, maybe that would have given him an extra few minutes to get that BKB, but he never did, and he just disappears in this last fight.
Yeah, it becomes such a tough fight because you're TPing into that outpost behind there, right? And Rezo's done a fantastic job of zoning there.
Stop!
I think that's one of the big takeaways from the game.
Since you command it.
VP's positioning and that final fight, what usually goes so well is, although it seems counterintuitive in this type of thing, they can take, yeah,
Not a second thought.
Well, that's really how you play this.
Power before us.
Automatic sets angle, right? Go through all of that.
Sparkles like the stars.
Spectre dies.
The other fella's top tower won't be making trouble no more.
Yeah, and this game wasn't over in 2
Forward,
seconds. You could
pet.
feel it rear in the way of VP for quite a while at this point. 30 minutes in, difference was definitely felt. VP are starting to assert serious dominance after a rough start.
Radiant structures must have been fortified.
They're very important at this stage. However, I do believe that means that
Forward
we
by
have
bounds.
actually made it through, and Ninjas of Pajamas can't now. Ninjas of Pajamas down to 4 points.
There goes the other
They get
fellas
1 point
mid-rags.
1 point per game. You get 3 points from duo.
The other fellas mid-rags is done. They won't soon forget
It's
this.
a rough one now. I mean, they're out. And really play for one. I'm sure that will give us an
A moment of silence for the Dyer's courier. The other fella's bottom rags is gone for good. The other fellas will have to do without their bottom rags.
Dies!
We run. Run like the dogs you are. Evil curs.
Oops.
Good idea. Mats. It's not time yet.
The other fellas couldn't save their top tower.
Attack. Starfall.
That did it for the other fella's top rags. Well, that could have gone worse. Dire structures looking fortified.
That is with arrow fired at all.
The other fella's top rags ain't gonna be like we got a case of the baby creeps.
I don't know my own
Yes.
strength.
Stop! It's not time yet. Cringe, you cur. On the prowl. As you will it. Leap forward.
I'm betwixt myself.
The prize is mine.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Bounty.
To the battle. The prize is mine. Since you command it. Die, mongrel. Stop! On track. Agreed. Whimper, dogs. Stop! Cower before us. Forward, pet. We ride. Cringe, you cur. Forward by bounds. Good idea. Good idea. We ride. Forward by bounds. Allies disappear. Leap forward. Bullseye. Yes. Since you command it. Ha! This grows interesting. Easy shot. Good idea. Agreed. Thus, you pay. Run like the dogs you are. Fair warning, your pet has arrived. To the battle.
Yeah, we're dancing.
Is that dancing?
Attention, boys and girls and squirrels. It's gonna be nuts.
Forward, pet.
Get in.
On the prowl. As you will it.
Start with America's most rewarded name.
An easy shot.
Phone everyone loves, watch everyone
The
watch.
prize is mine.
11, get one on us. Plus,
Roche is tough, but the Dire's tougher still.
Doom patrol. Rita. Deals my way.
Immortality.
We've got work to do.
On track. Agree. Then. Yes. Death with honor.
Vested. Down before the count.
hey man, I'm lagging.
You know I watch my shows on Thursdays.
That was
Fired his father.
Don't breaking down the radiant structures like this.
Now that you're dead.
The Dire won this time. That was a fine work.
Our
Victory!